Okay, so now let's move on to self practice 1.2b. Okay, self practice 1.2b. Okay, we start with question 2. Okay, question 2, given a table, ampere flows in a circuit is resistant R in ohm. By plotting the graph of I against 1 over R. Okay, I against 1 over R using a suitable scale. Okay, so you get to determine what scale to be used. Determine whether I varies inversely as R. So how do we determine whether I varies inversely as R? I varies inversely looks like this. Okay, this is the variation relation for inverse variation. Okay, so first I against 1 over R. Here we have R and I in the table, so we need another row of 1 over R. Okay, so our R, I and 1 over R. Okay, start with 42 5 1 over 42 0.024, then 35 6 1 over 35 0.029, 37 1 over 30 0.033, 21 10 1 over 21 0.048, and lastly 15 and 14 1 over 15 0.067. Okay, so now we have the table of R, I and 1 over R. So now we are going to plot the graph of I against 1 over R. Okay, so basically you need a graph paper, you need a ruler, but I'll do it freehand here. I versus 1 over R. Okay, let's look at the value of 1 over R. We have 0.024 up till 0.067. So we need to decide what scale to be used. So 2 centimeter to how many units? Okay, we have 0.02, 2, 2, 9, 3, 4, 8 and 6, 7. So looks like we are going to use 2 centimeter to 0.01 unit. Right, because we have 2 until 6, 7 here. So we start from 0, 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, 0.04, 0.05, 0.06, okay, 0.07. Okay, so as for the vertical axis, the current, it runs from 5 till 14. So I would prefer to use 2 centimeter to 2 units. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Running out of space. 12, 14. So here is the current. Okay, So, when I is 5, the 1 over r is 0.024. 0.024 somewhere here. So you're going to plot all of the points, and then finally you're going to get a straight line. Okay, so the last one is 14 up here, and 0.76. Class, trust me, after you plot all of the points, and then you're gonna join all the points starting from the origin. Okay, do it. Okay, do it for all the points. Okay, so after we have looked at the graph of I against 1 over r, can we say that I varies inversely as r? Yes. Okay, yes, I varies inversely as r. Okay, number 3. Given that g equals to 0.15 and h equals to 8, express g in terms of h. Okay, so g 0.15, sorry, h equals to 8. Okay, for a, g inversely as h. So here's the variation relation. The equation will be k over h. Okay, so k g times h, 0.15 times 8 equals to 341.2. So k equals to 1.2. Question asks us to express g in terms of h. So g equals to 1.2 over h. Okay, next, b, y inversely not y, g varies inversely as h squared. So g equals to k over h squared. So k equals to 0.15 times 8 squared equals to 9.6. g equals to 9.6 over h squared. Okay, c, g varies inversely as the cube root of h. Cube root of h. So g equals to k cube root of h. So the k, g times the cube root of h, g is 0.5 times the cube root of 8, 2. So k equals to 0.3. g equals to 0.3 over the cube root of h. Okay, you might as well want to write it in fraction. So equals to 3 over 10 cube root of h. Okay, either one is true. Okay, both are true. Number 4. Calculate the value of y when x equals to 0.04. Y inversely as x, so y equals to k over x. Y equals to 0.5 k, x equals to 16, so k equals to 8. So y equals to 8 over x, y 8 over 0.04 equals to 200. Okay, b, y inversely as the x cube y k over x cube k equals to y 0.5 times 16 cube, so equals to 2048. So y equals to 2048 over x cube. So when x equals to 0.04, y equals to 32 million. Okay, C y varies inversely as x to the power of 1 over 2 k 0.5 times the square root of 16 for 2. So y equals to 2 over the square root of x. When x equals to 0.04, y equals to 10. Okay, last one, D y varies inversely as the cube root of x. Okay, first find the k. K equals to 0.5 times the cube root of 16. K equals to 1.26. So y equals to 1.26 over the cube root of x. So when x equals to 0.04, y equals to 1.26, the cube root of 0.04. So y equals to 3.684. Okay, and last one, question 6. Okay, given that t varies inversely as m, so inversely 1 over m, t equals to k over m. So we use the first column, m equals to 6 and t equals to 10. Times 6, k equals to 60. Hence t equals to 60 over m. 60 over m. T is p, 60 over 8. So p equals to 7.5. Q, t is equals to 4. 60 over q. Q is 60 over 4. So q equals to 15. Okay, so we are done with self practice 1.2b.